Yeah, I'm here with Missy Jen, and it's an important video we're going to do today. We're at the point where we're getting ready to discuss plans for the bathroom remodel, and as you know, that's the last big project we have on the rancho, right, to do here. So, pointing right in there. So let's head in, and what we're going to talk about in this video, some of the situations we have gone on in there, and some of the things on our wish list. Bathrooms are difficult because they compress a lot of utilities, water and electric, into a very small space. So it takes some real planning and forethought to figure out how things should go. Plus the fact that Jennifer, being differently abled, there's times when she's going to need to use a wheelchair to get around. And we want to make sure that the easiest thing for her to do is to wheel in and use the bathroom, whether it's washing her hands, using the toilet, or using the shower. So let's head in now, and I got you here to talk about some of the things, because you've been here over 2 months now, so you can certainly see what some of the situations that we face in here are. Now, from a practical point of view, the first thing we have is that constriction here, right? Between here and there, which makes it very difficult to roll through there. So what's the first thing we've decided to do?
Well, we'll take this section all the way up to here. Take this entire section out.
I think we're going to remove that. We may end up sort of remodeling that and modifying. That's really old school looking with the little arches in here. So we'll probably do something, modernize that, but that's probably a shelf worth keeping.
Yes.
So as she said, we'll try to split this away here, and possibly use this wood for later use. For we can burn it in our chooch and everything. Now, once that's gone, this door. Well, the problem is this will open up some more space over here. That'll be wide enough. You won't have that angle of the cabinet coming out. And that'll be wide enough to go through. The second big problem we have here is the tub. Okay, and it's very difficult. You might think, oh, that's easy just to step in that. But let me tell you, sometimes when Jennifer's had a long day and it's difficult, that's like taking a 50-mile hike trying to get over the top of that thing. It's like a Mount Everest, right? I mean,
yes.
It's not easy, and despite the fact that you have grab handles and things like that, it's still challenging. And it limits your freedom to be able to, because, most times if you want to wash your hair, I need to help you wash your hair and do all those kind of things, which I enjoy. It's good bonding for us, that kind of stuff, but it doesn't give you the flexibility to also easily come in and take a shower. So what we want to do is get rid of the tub here, and then make this a roll-in shower. And I know you don't like that little window feature over there because that lets a lot of noise.
Yeah, a lot of the street traffic noise comes through that hole. It is incredible. I never thought that just having an opening like this would make a big difference.
And you can hear it.
But in the middle of the night, when you lay in bed and you got this wall in between, and it's like a funnel. It really funnels the noise in.
Yeah, and we have a lot of houses, the way they're constructed and placed out there, it helps funnel the noise. So what we want to do is tile. We want to have this basically tiled, this bathroom, have a nice natural earth tone tiles in there. And what we want to do is put like a strip of glass block, 1 or 2 blocks wide down there. It'll be a very modern touch. And it lets a lot of light in because the sun rises from that direction over there and would give a lot of morning light. And there'd also be afternoon light to be able to come in there, and you'll have no noise coming through there anymore. And we'll keep this vent here and put a more modern cover on there, because that's a good place for the wall vent there. And then I'd like to, this skylight here, I'd like to drywall over and close that up, because I'm not a big fan of this this skylight, especially if we're going to have the glass block over there. This lets a lot of cool in, and it's not a good seal up there, and it's against the energy efficiency. And then I want to have like a maybe a 3/4 wall that would be about this high over here, and form the wall coming out maybe to the to about the as far out as the toilet here, and that gives some privacy, and it also gives a big opening on the side to be able to roll into. One of the things that I'm going to be checking is the practicality of moving the sink maybe 8 inches or 12 inches to the right, and then moving the toilet 8 to 12 inches to the right. It'll give a little more space for the shower in there. You weren't a fan of taking out the closet on the other side of that wall, were you? And making a bigger... Because storage is at a premium.
I value the closet space.
Yeah, so I agreed with that.
Because we do have a lot of stuff that we store, and I'm already taking up all the storage in that room.
Yeah, and a little bit in the outbuilding, which is good, because there'll be storage put in there too next to the water heater. But the thing is, if we can sort of bump out this way a little bit and shift the toilet over this way some, and then the sink, that'll allow us to have a more comfortable, so if I'm helping Jennifer assist with showering and washing hair, we're not just basically on top of, we have a little bit of room to maneuver in there. So I think that will be a very good setup. And of course, these will be upgraded. When you have a bathroom, you have to be very careful about water and electricity. Do not mix at all. So we want to make sure any plugs that are there for hair dryers or things like that, that they're GFI protected. So if anybody happens to short something out, instantaneously that circuit cuts out and protects them from being electrocuted. And that GFI circuit has to be on a separate dedicated line from the circuit breaker box. It can't be on the overhead light. The theory being, if somebody trips that accidentally, your light goes out too, and then all of a sudden you have a real hazard of tripping over, getting out of a tub or a shower, and you could really injure yourself. So they insist that the service outlet there be GFI protected. And then of course we'll put modern upgraded fixtures throughout here, so it should be really nice. So it'll be very clean, it'll be very modern looking with this strip of glass block, maybe 2 by 2 there. It'll take a little work on the outside to put that in, but it'll be a very, very nice arrangement for us, and it'll be the last part to really modernize and bring this up to the rest of the house. So that's going to do it in terms of our discussions today. You can see we got our work cut out for you. The project's going to begin this weekend as we begin to demo in here, and hopefully cleanly remove this cabinet. Start to strip down the walls, because the floor is in very bad shape, as you can tell standing there, Jennifer. It's got some depressions and things because the subfloor under here is built under big beams. There's about 8 massive beams that spread the distance of the house, and they're on piers, but they only use uneven pieces of redwood for sort of a subfloor there, and over time they've sort of depressed because of water here and probably water leakage and all that. So we're going to end up putting down a new subfloor too. Now the shower is going to be unique because I want to try to put in a linear drain instead of a circular drain. It'll have a drain that spans across the whole shower, and there'll be a slight slope on the shower so that the water will drain down into that shower. Now what that'll effectively do is allow Jennifer to hopefully roll into the shower with minimum or no lip, and the shower will be set slightly below floor grade there, so everything will be draining downward. It's going to be a little bit of intense engineering to be done, but once I get down there and inspect the rafters, might have to modify some of the wood down there, but there'll still be plenty of support. We'll put some more bracing across.
I've seen underneath of the house with the video footage. It's very solid.
Now the additional thing is there's additional bracing underneath here because, of course, if you have a tub, you need that extra cross support down on those support beams underneath the house. So it's going to take a little bit of on-the-fly engineering and opening up the floor here. So this is one of the reasons we wanted to have the outbuilding done, because we can flip the switch on the electric water heater and have that run indefinitely now while we take showers and use that for stuff. So Jennifer doesn't have to worry about stumbling in, and probably still be able to use the toilet here by laying a piece of plywood and stuff. That'll be some of the
I'm
last
just
stuff.
gonna go outdoors.
Well, I'm gonna run in here and do that.
I'm not gonna risk anything.
Well, we'll see what it looks like, but that's what we're gonna do. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned. The real work begins on Friday, probably Friday afternoon. First thing we'll set our goal trying to get this corner cabinet out of here and start piling up debris out back. Okay? Boss is happy? Yes? All right, there we go.
Much
So,
else.
all right, we'll see you on Friday when we begin it again.